We are going to discuss a couple big ideas that we've been noticing in talks with hundreds of small businesses over the past 2 months, 10 weeks, something like that. And I wanted to direct everybody to my small business blueprint. Audra, sorry, wrote a blog post a couple days ago on May 11th that kind of gets back to restarting Ohio. Responsible Restart is the government website that the government state of Ohio has promoted. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to kind of compile all the thoughts and give some examples about how small businesses are restarting at this point in time. Obviously, it's all across the board. Some businesses are not back in session yet. Some have started today. Some have been back in business for a couple of weeks at this point in time. We wanted to have a high energy meeting or session today that really gave some of the best examples that we have found of small businesses doing a good job as they have refocused, pivoted, and restarted their business. Audra, anything that you take away, right? I mean, because you have meetings after this, you had meetings before this with small businesses. What are some of those big themes that you have found when it comes to businesses restarting?
So I think a couple different things is, I think just like we're talking about today with a high energy session, I restart, I think the people in the small businesses who are working successfully to create restart are trying to do so with incredible amounts of energy and kind of reinvigorating themselves back in their business. So I think that's one of the key things about kind of whether you're restarting Ohio or you're in another state and you're in some form or fashion of that restart, doing so with a lot of great energy and a lot of great enthusiasm back into the business. So that's one thing I would say.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's almost a necessity, right? We've been cooped up or penned up, and sometimes we've only had the thoughts in our head bouncing around, and that's not necessarily a good thing. And so it's good to direct that energy out to our employees, positive energy to our employees, positive energy to our customers, and really get good value-added messages out there. And I know that we've had a couple other people jump on. So if you have any ideas, thoughts, comments, don't even raise your hand. Just get in there and say your piece, and we'll keep this moving right along the line. So let's go ahead and let's start with the first one. So Audra, you wrote, determine who the right employees are to bring back. This is a great opportunity to determine if you have the right people in the right seats on the bus and those that know how to drive customer value. All right, what are some thoughts with that?
Right. So there have been, this has been a situation where we've had to let our employees maybe go home or kind of switch roles with us, depending on where we are in the businesses and the way this pandemic has affected us. And so it's been a great opportunity for business owners to really say, is this person the right person that can help me? And one of the things that I know a lot of the business owners are looking at, that I talked to one business owner about yesterday, is around those businesses who can do two things for her in this environment. One is increase her revenue or the company's revenue, or help her decrease expenses. So today in the restart and where small businesses are, having people who can create value for you in any one of those aspects is really important.
So do you think this is just a conversation on employees at this point in time, or could we expand that to resources in general, assets in general? Is it revenue driving and expense mitigation? What are your thoughts with that?
Well, I think that's a great point, John, to bring up that it is way beyond your resources. I mean, your employees are one part of it, right? But if you're looking at even your physical assets you talk about, are they helping you from a revenue perspective, or are they helping you decrease your expenses. So for instance, is there some sort of equipment that you're currently not using or can be repurposed in a different way within your business in the way that you have to change it to open up for the restart?